the peephole.
Act 1. He arrived in front of her house, stopped in front of and standing there looking at the peephole, wishing could see what happened behind of that hid that door, and self-asking if it would accept to the recent choir what did go away from there. Jesus was never capable of to do anything for over that. Thou opened slowly the door, expecting that from there out screams of audience, but all that received as a different silence of the others, a silence that hushed what will come by front. Thou climbed the ladder briskly, hoping for the things that his bird was saying was nothing but a lie. When he finally arrived to the bedroom with the scent that he would encounter, he felt the air leaving off your lungs. He looked, wishing that were lie, but deep in his soul he knew that was all true, that all this blood that dirt the curtains and painted white walls was true, as real as his dead man mourned in the bed with the throat cut. Thou heard the siren's noise and the time flying like a cattle going into the slaughter. Act 2. There was Thou sitting in the library, being observed by a person that some knew him better than himself, and therefore I think it's fair she tell this story. So enters Lourdes, the only one that have the power to change his future.
My name is Lourdes. I am a freshman. I am a normal girl in general mode. I like to read suspense books and I love Psycho. I have a crush in nerds, for sure tell.
I met him on Tuesday, when I started stay at the library to study. He was sitting on the desk. I sat by his side and said,
Hi.
Hi.
Do you always come here on Thursday?
Yes, and you?
Yes.
Do you like science, like astronomy?
Yes, I love.
Oh, that's good.
2 days have passed out. She saw him again in the bleachers, and she went there.
Hi, boy.
Hi, Graph Tuesday.
I don't know how I had boldness to sit near you, but how are you?
I'm fine, but before all, I need to know your name.
My name is Lourdes, and you?
Tell.
We began talking every day. I didn't speak to him for 2 weeks. Until I saw Gabi, his friend, and I asked what happened.
Hi, Gabi. Hi. Do you say Theo? Lourdes, you don't know what happened. What happened? Well, the mother of Theo was found dead on Saturday morning. Explain me, please. In fact, nobody knows what really happened. So, I will tell what I know. By what saying was Saturday night and they had a quarrel, said the neighbors. So he was very angry and put the neck of your mother. Bye, Gabi. Thank you.
I decided to went to Theo's house. After that, Gabi said to me, I got in an Uber and went. When I arrived, I feel that around me was a slow motion, walking in the streets, passing by the garden and the lawn. The wind hitting me like I was a wall about the broken. The cope spoke, but I couldn't hear it. To me were playing mimicry. Wilt he tells me the words, Mother, that took me away, and I finally was able to hear him.
Lourdes swore to herself that she would prove the innocence of your impulsive boyfriend, so she soon started to investigate. First, Lourdes went to talk to the widower Tell's fathers that swore that Tell killed his own mother because they was due to fight. Lourdes, with her detective instinct and with what her cousin Anna Clara had taught her about investigation, noticed that the widower wasn't so innocent as he claimed to be. Lourdes followed the widower that passed the night with friends. When she was about to give up, and the police officer in charge of the case of the dead wife appears at the door, making Lourdes suspicious increased. While this in the other seat of the city, the case of this Mr. finally wake up, and his name was Tao.
Finally, I returned to myself. I finally understood.
Act 4. Tell. Lourdes and Tell finally meet. Tell tried to hug her, but she walked away. He took her to interrogation room, but said positive each other. Tell tried to talk, but your throat got dry. The only thing that came off his mouth was the guilted. And after that he sobbed. Lourdes didn't know what to do because maybe her boyfriend was a killer. So Lourdes dried her boyfriend's tear and hers too and questioned what he said. So tell for Lourdes how he felt guilty for not arrived sooner. Lourdes left Tell in front of his house. There he was again, in front of the door that would finish at all his sanity. Tell walked up the stairs, quickly going to meet his father. When he arrived on the bedroom where his mother left and saw his father kissing Enzo, when he saw that, he finally understood everything. He saw his father throwing his mother on the bed and gently cutting her neck, like the butcher cutting the meat. Me, the narrator, can't show you what happened next, but I can describe it. In a few moments, Tell gains a non-human strength and ties his father and his lover on the bed. Tell went to the kitchen in the most calm way, without any hurry, and took the knife like he was a surgeon, something that he knew he would be in the next minutes. Tell slowly passed the knife and made tiny wounds in the father's and lover's bodies to hurt their suffering, and then, in a quick cut, Tell ends up with Enzo's lives. Your father's love to make him suffer even more. Tell or however he became stable, his father until his death. But he didn't knew that he was being watched by his lover, Lourdes, that with a snaky blow slashed her lover's throat. He falls on the floor dead, and Lourdes became in tears. Although she knew that Tell wasn't his boyfriend that she met at the library, she felt guilty, and to end her suffering and meet her love again, she let herself go. That stars proves that happy ends only exist in Disney movies.